Good morning, students. In our previous class, we have learned what is anatomy and branches of anatomy, and what is physiology, and what is the importance of physiology. Okay. Today, and we have also learned that what are the important branches in anatomy that include histology, cytology, myology, osteology, etc. Okay. The anatomical terminology is often chosen to highlight the relative location of body. Anatomical terminology is often chosen to highlight the relative location of body structure that will help the medical expert to study a particular region of the body. Okay, the various terminology that is used in anatomy is the various terminology are used in the field of anatomy that include first term, that is median line. Median line. First is median line. What is median line? The central plane which divides the body into two halves. The central plane which divides the body into two equal halves is known as median line. The central line which divides the body into two equal parts, that is right and left. Okay, is called median line. The central line divides body into two parts. Divide body into two parts, two halves. That is right and left. That is median line. This is the central line which divides the entire body into two halves. That is right and left. Okay. Then comes median line. This is median line, and next is median line. Median line. What is median line? That is nearer to the median line. That is very nearer to the median line is called the median line. Nearer to the median line. I know you don't have textbook for this syllabus. Okay, that's why I try to write the idea down here. Okay, description here. Okay, first terminology is median line. That is the central line divides body into two equal parts. That is right and left. The second terminology is used in the field of anatomy is median line, that is nearer to the median line, that is very nearer to the median line. Next, lateral line. Lateral line. In your previous classes, I think 9th classes, you have learned about symmetry of the body. Okay. Lateral line. Next one, lateral line away from the median line. Away from the median line. That is away from the median line. Away from the median line. Median line near to the median line and lateral line that is away from the median line. Next come anterior. 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 What is anterior? Towards the front surface of the body. Towards the front surface of the body. Towards the front surface of the body and also called the dorsal region. Okay. So the anterior region is towards the front surface of the body. Front. Front surface of the body. Okay, front surface of the body and also called the dorsal region. Dorsal. Anterior is the front surface of the body and also called the dorsal region. And then can you imagine what is the next position? Yes, that is posterior. Okay, very good. That is posterior. Then what is the description? Yes, back surface of the body. Okay, towards the back surface of the body. Towards the back surface of the body. Ventral position. Ventral. You try to write in your notebook these specific terms. Okay, that will help you in your examination. You have to write this. Okay. First line, first terminology that have been used in the field of anatomy, that is median line. That is the central line divides the body into two equal halves. That is right and left. The second one is the median line. Is the median line that is nearer to the median line. Median line that is nearer to the median line and the lateral line that is away from the median line. That is away from the median line and anterior line that is the front surface of the body is also called the dorsal region. Then comes posterior. Posterior region that is the back surface of the body, that is ventral region. Okay. Next, superior. Superior. Superior region. What is superior region? That is nearer to the head region. That is nearer to our head region is called the superior region. Okay, and also called the cranial region. Okay, superior region is nearer to the head region. Nearer to the head. Nearer to the head region. Okay. Superior region that is nearer to the head region is also called a cranial region. is nearer to the foot. Okay. Is nearer to the foot. Is nearer to the foot. Okay. What is superior region is nearer to the head region, and inferior region, that is nearer to foot, and also called the caudal region. Okay. And also called the caudal region. Superior and inferior. Next, proximal region. What is proximal? Proximal region. Position that is very closer from the trunk of the body. Position that is very closer from the trunk of the body. Position that is closer from the trunk. Position that is closer from the trunk of the body is termed as proximal position. Okay. Then distal. That is, what is proximal? That is closer from the trunk. Okay. Distal, that is far away from the trunk position. Okay. Position that is further from the trunk of the body. That is further from the trunk of the body. Further from the trunk of the body. Proximal is closer from the trunk, and distal is the further from the trunk of the body. Okay. Then our next position, superficial. That is superficial, near to the skin and surface. Superficial position is the position that is very nearer to the skin or surface of the body. Okay. Superficial position is nearer to the skin and surface. Nearer to the skin and surface. Surface of the body. Surface of the body is superficial position. Superficial position. Next, deep. The name indicates that is very deep. Okay. Deeper from the skin and surface is the deeper. The final position is deep. Deep. Deeper from the skin and surface. Deeper from the skin and surface. anatomy. Okay, what are the key terms, terminology used in the anatomy? The first one is medial line. First one is medial line. What is medial line? That, yes, the central line that divides the body parts into two equal halves. The central line that have been passed through the body, that the central line that have been passed through the body that divide the entire body into two equal halves. Okay, that is right and left. Right and left is called the median line. Okay, the central line that divide the entire body into two halves, that is right and two equal halves. Okay, that is right and left is termed as median line. Okay, median line. Okay, then what is medial line? Median line, yes, that is the line that very nearer to the median line. That is very nearer to the median line is called the median line. The line that is very nearer to the median line is termed as median line. Then comes lateral lines. What is lateral lines? Away from the median line, that is far away from the median line. That is far away from the median line. That is far away from the median line is termed as lateral line. Okay. Then comes anterior. Anterior line. That is towards the front surface of the body. Anterior line is the front surface, towards the front surface of the body, is also called the ventral region of the body. That is the anterior line towards the front surface of the body is also called the ventral region. Okay. Then posterior, towards the back surface of the body, towards the back surface of the body, and is also called the dorsal region. Back surface of the body and is also called the dorsal region. Then comes posterior and superior regions. Posterior and superior regions. What is posterior region? Posterior, we have discussed that is the back surface of the body is also called the dorsal region. Then comes superior and inferior regions. Okay, superior region. What is superior region? Superior is nearer to the head region. Superior, head is the superior part of our body. Okay, so superior region is very near to the head part. Okay, it's very near to the head of the body, is called the superior region or cranium. Okay, that's related with the head, especially brain. Okay, cranial region, that is the superior position. And inferior region. What is inferior region? Nearer to the foot, nearer to the foot, and also called the caudal region. Okay, posterior region, superior region is also called the cranial region, and inferior region towards the foot of the body, and also called the caudal region. Okay, then comes proximal region. Proximal. What is proximal? Closer from the trunk. That is closer from the trunk. Then comes distal region. Distal region is further from the trunk of the body. Distal region is further or far away from the trunk of the body. Proximal is very closer from the trunk of the body, and distal is the far away from the trunk of the body. Then surface of the body. Superficial region is nearer to the skin and surface of the body. Then last one is deep. That is deeper from the skin and surface. That is deeper from the skin and surface. Okay. These are the important terminology that are used in the field of anatomy. Okay. Then some important motions. Some important motions in our body. Okay. Some important kinds of motions in our body. We have to discuss. General motion. General motion. Motion means the displacement. Okay. The force that we have been applied for the displacement. The first type is flexion. Flexion. The various parts of the body move with respect to each other and the plane of the body, and this movement can be described as this. First one, flexion. The various parts of the body with respect to each other move in a plane of the body. We already discussed what are the planes or terminology of the body. The general motions in our body is first one, flexion. Flexion. Flexion is a movement that decreases the angle between the body parts. Flexion is a movement that decreases the angle between the body parts. Flexion is a movement that decreases the angle between the body parts. It's a movement that decreases the angle between the body parts. Flexion is a movement that decreases the angle between the body parts. That try to reduce the angle in between different body parts. Okay, that is the first kind of motion. Next one, extension. Extension is a movement that increases the angle between the body parts. It's just opposite to the flexion. Flexion is a movement that increases the angle between the body parts, and extension is a movement that increases the angle between the body parts. Movement that increases the angle increase the angle between the body parts. Such kind of motion is known as extension. Flexion, extension. Then comes abduction. is a motion that pulls a structure away from the midline of the body. It's a movement that pulls a structure away from the midline of the body. That pulls a structure that is away from the midline of the body or limb. Okay, is called abduction. Abduction is a motion that pulls a structure away from the midline of the body. Is a motion. Is a motion that pulls a structure. That pulls a structure away from the midline. Away from the midline. That is abduction. Motion that pulls a structure away from the midline is called abduction. A B D U. A B D U C T I O N. A B D U C T I O N. Abduction. Okay. Next term, adduction. Adduction is a motion that pulls a structure towards the midline. Okay. That pulls a structure towards the midline. Abduction. Adduction. ADDUCTION. Motion that pulls a structure towards the midline. That pulls a structure towards the midline. That is, this is the away and this is towards the midline. Towards the midline is called the adduction. Adduction. Then elevation. Elevation, movement superior direction. Movement of superior direction. Elevation is the movement of superior direction. Is the movement in a superior direction. Movement in a superior direction is elevation. That is the elevation. The movement in a superior direction. Okay. Depression. Depression means the movement in inferior direction. Okay. Depression. D-E-P-R-E. Refers to movement in an inferior direction. Movement in an inferior abduction. These are the general motions that occur in body. Okay, first one, flexion. Flexion means movement that decrease the angle between body parts. Movement that decrease the angle between the body parts is termed as flexion. Then comes extension. Extension is a movement that increase. What happened in the case of flexion? That decrease the angle like between the body parts. But in extension, movement that increase the angle, between the body parts is extension. And abduction is a motion that pulls a structure away from the midline. Abduction is a structure that pulls a body structure away from the midline. Is called abduction. Okay. Then adduction. Adduction is a motion that pulls a body structure closer to the or towards the midline of the body is called adduction. Motion that pulls a structure towards the midline of the body is termed as adduction. Okay. Then we will discuss the elevation. Elevation is a simple movement in a superior direction. Elevation is a movement in superior superior direction. And depression. Depression is a movement in a inferior direction. Okay. These are the general motions. Okay. These all for the today. So for today's class, and let's discuss. In this class, we will discuss the various anatomical terminology that have been used in the medical field. Okay, what are they? Important terminologies that have been used in anatomy. First one, median line. Okay, median line that divide the body into two halves. Second one, median line is very near to the median line. Second one, lateral line away from the median line, and the anterior line towards the front surface of the body is also called the ventral region. Then posterior position towards the back position of the body is also called the dorsal. Okay. Then posterior and superior positions, proximal and distal positions, superficial and deep positions. Okay, deep planes. These are the main terminology used in the anatomy. Okay, and then we will discuss with more kinds of motions, of general motions that happen in human body. Okay, that include flexion, extension. Flexion is a movement that decreases the angle between the organ, and extension is a movement that increases the angle between the body parts. Then comes abduction. Abduction is a movement, is a motion that pulls away from the midline. Okay, adduction is a movement that pulls towards the midline. Then elevation and depression. Elevation means refers to movement in a superior direction. Elevation is a movement refers to in a superior direction, and depression refers to movement in an inferior direction. Okay, students, you have learned this topic very much. You must learn. Okay, I think this is easy topic for you, and you must give more concentration to the subject. If you got good mark in this subject, that mark will add up to your entire mark. By the way, you will get a good result. Okay, students. So study well, have fun, at the same time keep learning. Okay. Thank you.